Well, good evening. Welcome into our CBS 58 studios. I'm Jessa Brycebeck.
And I'm Natalie Shepard. We begin tonight with the sentencing of the man convicted of killing 19-year-old Sade Robinson in April of last year. It's one of the final steps in wrapping up a gruesome murder case.
I am ordering that you will not be eligible for extended supervision.
Maxwell Anderson will go to prison for the rest of his life with no chance of release or parole. The judge's decision followed several people telling the court how Sade's murder impacted them, and Anderson himself stepping up to the mic.
Our Adam Reif was in the courtroom for it all and joins us now in the studio with the emotional statements from Sade's family. Adam?
Well, Natalie and Jessup, this case is now closed. The outcome was never in doubt today. After Anderson was convicted back in June, the life sentence was required by state law. The only question today was whether the judge would prevent him from ever being released. Sade's family spoke about the devastation they've experienced as they asked the judge to deny the possibility of parole.
He tried to erase her existence and her value.
There's no such thing as justice with what you did to my daughter.
Everything that he did should be done to him.
A host of emotions flowed freely at Friday's sentencing hearing, the first time Sade Robinson's family had the chance to address her killer directly. They range from pain.
He stole my sanity because I will spend the rest of my life searching for answers that I'll never get.
To sadness.
I am a man of God, and I try to learn forgiveness, but I can't get past this.
To unbridled anger.
And you will never be a man. You're a
Ms. Scarborough, if you could direct your comments to me, please.
One by one, Sade's sister, mother, and father spoke about how her disappearance, murder, dismemberment, and the trial have devastated their lives. In asking for no parole, the district attorney who secured the conviction said it was the most heinous crime the court would ever see.
After being killed, she was disgraced in the worst way imaginable.
Anderson's father spoke on his behalf.
To Sade's family, there are no words that I can share that will reduce your pain.
Then Maxwell Anderson himself spoke publicly for the first time since the murder.
From the bottom of my heart, my deepest and most sincere condolences go out to Sade's family, as well as everyone else affected by this tragedy.
And then
I took this to trial without ever once trying to make a plea deal of any kind, because I did not commit these crimes.
But Judge Laura Crivello wasn't buying it.
It just seems like he has a different view of reality than the rest of the world does.
In a pre-sentencing interview, Anderson claimed an unknown assailant abducted Sade and that her car was burned by someone else trying to set him up. Judge Crivello said Anderson's character was lacking, and she read a letter from a stranger.
Maxwell Anderson, you are not the center of this story. She is.
To show how his actions have affected the community. Ultimately, she ruled he should never again have the chance to re-enter society.
Then to hear about how much she was loved in the community by almost everyone that touched her. She was a girl that I would hope all young ladies strive to be.
A restitution hearing is scheduled for September 4th because Sade's mother, father, and sister are asking for a total of nearly $55,000 to cover some funeral costs, travel expenses during the trial, and lost wages. And Natalie and Jessup, there's also a civil trial against Anderson. That hearing starts in 2 weeks.
What a powerful day in court it was, Adam. Thank you for leading us off tonight.
There is no form of therapy or nothing that is going to remove this pain that we are going to carry for the rest of our lives.
As Sade's family talked to reporters after the sentencing was finished, Sade's mother, Sheena, talked about how Adriana, Sade's little sister, has had to grow up fast in the face of her sister's murder, but she has stayed strong. Sheena also talked about holding the bars Sade went to with Anderson accountable, even as the wrongful death lawsuits were dropped against the Twisted Fisherman and Dukes on Water.
I will be holding them accountable. I would like their licenses shut down. Although you may have seen some things dropped, that doesn't mean that that situation is not being dealt with.
As Sheena says she wants the bars shut down, saying the footage shown in court shows the bars serving Sade, who was 19 years old, alcohol without asking for an ID.
And for all of our coverage on the sentencing and our coverage of the murder of Sade Robinson and how the community has been keeping her family in their thoughts and her memories alive, head to our website, cbs58.com.